Go, bitch.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Welcome-
Okay then.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back.
That was a bit of
to-
an aggressive one.
Yeah, that was aggressive. Well, welcome back to the second half of our stream. It's going to be a little bit shorter this time because we started a little bit later, but it's Mark's birthday, so you know we had to have the appropriate amount of celebration today. Well, last we left off, our party had actually split in two for a little bit. So most of the party had remained back at the shelter that they'd found for the night. Some of them doing some tinkering, which we'll get to in a moment, and others just taking a short rest before they go into their longer session. However, A9 took the resident NPC with them to go and investigate the mysteriously circular, almost fishbowl-like clearing that they found themselves in. Spanned 100 feet across. The actual material beneath them, at the moment, the snow had melted to create puddles. And these puddles had caught A9's attention. And he decided to heat a thermal cube and send it down to see what it would reach. After a little bit of struggle, you managed to escape with your life, though severely injuring the NPC in the process. Kimberly, who jumped in after to help A9, who couldn't quite manage to pull themselves up the rope.
I rolled 10 d20s
Yeah.
that were less than or equal to 10.
Statistically, it shouldn't be possible. You managed to escape with your life and actually have a cube in hand that appeared to be arcane in nature. As you are searching for whatever this cube may be, and trying to work out what it is that you found with Kimberly, we're going to cut over to the rest of the party. Gilbert, you wanted to tinker a little bit? What would you like to do?
I'd like to take off my claws and lay them out. Well, first of all, I'm gonna get my bedroll out and lay it out, not to sleep on, but more to work on.
Yep.
And with the Tinker's tools that were so gracefully gifted to me by A9,
Not a gift, they're
Not a
simply
gift.
alone.
loaned to me by A9, which I do not know how to use at all. I lay them out with the teeth and take my handmade claws made of electrum, and lay them out next to
Yeah.
the teeth. And first of all, I want to look at the teeth
Yeah.
and see. Everyone keeps saying that it's weird that the Remoras has teeth, and I'm thinking, are they actually Remora's teeth, or are they teeth from a different animal?
Uh-huh. Sure, you want to check?
Yeah, a little bit.
You can roll a nature check for me.
Cool. I'm gonna do it.
The Reverence just has dentures.
Like, there's a bone grafter around. I don't really know.
True.
That'll be a nature check. That'll just be a 9.
Despite growing up in this sort of area, you have no idea about the physiology of Remoras,
Real.
given that you haven't gotten face to face with one until now. So you're not
no
too
stories.
Not that you've heard, relating specifically to the teeth.
No, to Remoras. Would I have heard any stories?
You might have heard a few to warn you
Tall
away from them.
tales. Sure.
But with a 9, nothing. That would be a different role, but nothing that
Yeah.
can really ascertain whether or not these are from the
Be more
Remoras. They
history
certainly
level.
seem to be embedded in the Remoras' jaws.
Sure. Then after like looking at the teeth for a little bit, I want to lay out the teeth in such a way where, like, obviously the bigger ones are with the 3 middle fingers and the smaller ones with my thumb and pinky, so they kind of fit more into like a hand-esque shape.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to go about. So Tinker's tools, do they come with any like metal wires to tinker with?
Who actually? I don't know.
I don't know what Tinker's tools entail.
The
You check-
description's pretty.
If you
It's
check
pretty vague.
if you check Xanathar's guide under the tools section, it will tell you. to the book. Was that
I
okay.
will.
Race.
Give me a sec.
Bless you. That time's an in-character sneeze.
What do we got here?
A9 can sneak.
Tool proficiency.
Maybe.
What's up with you playing characters that can't sneak?
Alchemist fires.
God bless you.
Jerry, A9, can Sean sneak?
Skies, glass.
Can turtle sneeze?
Leather workers, mason.
I want to see a video of a turtle.
Yeah, there's so many.
I was just you have to do that.
Fingers.
Tools.
Down.
Tinker's tools
Yeah.
includes a variety of
Oh my
hand
God,
tools,
there's a video.
threads, needles, a whetstone, scraps of cloth and leather, and a small pot of glue.
Cool. No, that works. So I'm assuming hand tools means pliers
Yeah.
and assorted things.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe potentially a file or a chisel.
Yeah.
So I would like to, with one of the teeth, fitting on the pointer finger, chisel away at the base of the tooth to try and get it to such a way where it can slot onto the end of the claw that I've already formed out of metal.
Sure. Okay. We'll roll a dexterity check for me. Just a flat dexterity check.
Sure.
Because I believe you don't have proficiency, is that right?
No, I don't. No, dex without my dex bonus? Or dex with my dex bonus?
With your dex bonus.
That'll be
It's just not sleight of hand. So
yeah, that'll be 8.
an 8. As you begin to file away at this tooth, it takes a really long time, and you're getting a little bit frustrated with filing it down. And you can see that as you're going to file it down, it actually chips a bit at the end.
That's why I grabbed extras. It's probably a good thing. Does it still get to a point where I can kind of fit it?
Yeah, it is just split at the end. But what you do notice is that
The end, the base, or the top tip?
so which one are you?
The pointer finger. Just like
But
a
are you
bit.
doing it to attach it to your nail?
So like at the base of the tooth,
Yeah.
I want to carve into the base so that it like slots in. So like make it so
okay.
the tip of the claw, the metal
Yeah.
claw that I
Like
have
a sock
fits,
for the claw.
goes into
Yeah.
the claw, but only at the base.
Sure,
Good
okay.
analogy.
Yeah.
It splits at the base.
Sure.
And what you do notice is that it appears to be hollow.
Oh, shoot. Is there
It's
anything
very
inside it?
like it's almost like a vein. Like it's
Sure.
very, very
Is there anything
small.
inside the teeth?
You can roll an investigation check.
Drink it.
Remnants. Investigation 11.
It doesn't seem like it. It just seems like something was funneled through here.
Can I test the brittleness?
Yeah.
Just like try and snap this one, saying it's already broken.
Are you gonna try and snap it?
Yeah, I want to see how much force I can exert on it.
Sure, roll a strength
By
check for
hand.
me.
This is more because I'm trying to judge the strength of how much force it will take to break.
Yeah,
You
but
still
you're
have
still
to
trying
break
to
it.
snap it.
Sure, but if I roll enough to break it, will I still know the force that it would? Like if I roll a 20 and fucking destroy this thing in half, am I still gonna know the strength that I would have
Yeah.
needed? Okay, cool. I don't. It's not gonna matter. A 3.
As you grip the edge of this tooth and try and bend and bend and bend, it's stronger than you think, and you don't quite, surprising for you don't quite have the strength in your digits to actually snap it.
Can I try and chip the base with a rock? Or I suppose I have a chisel, but
You're
something.
gonna try and smash it, or
Yeah, like with a medium-sized rock. Oh, because this one's already broken, and I want to see how strong it is. I want to test it.
sure, you wanna.
Or do I have a hammer in this Tinker's Tools?
You do.
Can I hit it with a hammer? Just once.
You can, yeah. You can hit it with whatever you like.
I'll hit it with a hammer just once.
Sure.
Yes,
Alright,
sir.
roll to hit.
Cool. This roll to hit with a hammer. I don't have proficiency at 16.
16, yeah. You
Hit stationary too.
you lay it down, you grip the hammer, you really kind of take a deep breath, and then you roll some damage for me.
Sure. What?
Right hammer, I think it's D.
I would say
4 or D6.
I think it's they're pretty.
But it's a tool as well. So
It's
the
up to you.
Empire-
I can roll either a d4 or
I'm
d6.
gonna say just roll a d4.
Sure. That's 4 damage.
A 4. It definitely shatters,
Mm.
but roll roll an investigation check for me again.
4.
It
I'm rolling bad.
is in 2 halves.
It's in 2 halves. Okay, I'm gonna take from that it's fairly strong-ish. Like, did 4 damage to it and it only split in half.
Okay,
It
but
didn't
it's
shut
also
up.
it's also able to bite through people.
Yeah, I know. How thick, before it goes hollow in the middle, how thick is it?
Oh, the part that is hollow is really, really thin. It's a really
Oh, sure,
yeah,
okay,
so it's
okay.
not. It's just an interesting point that there was something hollow in the middle that you
That-
but you rolled too low
I
to
have-
really ascertain.
I have ideas, but I don't have a forge or hot metal. But I'm
What?
thinking that I could.
Back to this.
So I get out another tooth from this.
Sure.
And I look at the base. Does the hollowness come out the base? Like, is there a hole in the bottom?
It's hard to see, but I'll say yes. If you're studying it, it does. It's very, very small, but you can see that there is a little bit. That does. It looks almost like a straw.
Yeah. I'm assuming that'd be for venom.
Yes, you got the
Venom,
right one.
I got the right one. I was thinking.
No
yeah,
one, we-
yeah, but I was thinking. I'm assuming that's for the venom glands.
You can assume what you like.
That's what I assume as a player, less as a Dilbert, but
Sure.
Less as a Dilbert.
As a Gilbert.
What a Dilbert.
A Gilbert move.
So with I'm really trying. I really want to make this work. Huh? What? I want to try. I'm going to try again with this tooth to get it from now focusing more on that hollow point as a focus point to get it to slot onto the claw.
Sure.
I want to like kind of from the base cone in to where that hollow point is.
Nice. Okay. Roll another dex check for me.
Ah, that'll be better. That'll be a 17.
Yeah. Nice. So, having already experimented with the first one, you drill around, kind of carve out this space that you think fits your glove perfectly. You think you do a pretty good job. It doesn't seem to split this time.
I kind of like. I'm a little bit proud now. I holding the claw that I've already made. I like fit it on. Is it a nice fit? Nice-ish? Nice enough?
It feels pretty good.
And I just wanna put it on that claw. Obviously, it's not connected. I mean, there's glue in the Tinker's tools, but obviously, glue in this case is not going to be sufficient to hold it on if I was planning on using it as a weapon. But I would like to slot that on and then kind of tie it with some thread just to see how it would look. And then I want to put that one claw on that I made and just kind of like hold it and see
Looks pretty
how
good.
it looks. Like how long in comparison to my Dilbert hand would it be?
That would really depend on.
Because I grabbed a relatively small teeth.
Yeah, so usually they're about this big.
Mm.
So I would say you managed to file it down to probably about like this. So it's
Sure.
probably extending from like here, this is your
Mm.
finger, to here. So they're pretty long.
Sure. Cool. And then, is it a stretch to say that Tinker's tools would come with nails?
I think so.
Okay. This is more of a proof of concept than for me to play around with. But as a like start, I would like to do a similar thing than I've done with the first one with 4 others
Sure.
of equating sizes to each of my fingers.
Roll again for me, and this will be
Okay.
your roll for all 4.
Sure. That'll be a 16.
Nice. So having practiced with the first one that you did, you managed to drill around, and you think you get a pretty good fit for all of them. You
And
wrap
then-
them around,
yeah.
and they seem to hold pretty well. We do a couple of practice swipes, and seems to, hold, doesn't seem to kind of fly up. I kind of just look at him and I'm like, yeah, nice. And then could I undo the things and then glue them down and then retie them? I'll say you can do that. This probably takes you, I'd say, quite a while.
Sure.
'Cause you don't have the best materials, but to
Yeah.
do all of this, I'd say it'd probably take you closer to an hour and a half.
Sure. Yeah, I mean
So that'd be your
probably,
full like short rest.
yeah. So that's what I'll do, and I just want to.
Yeah.
I want to keep these as a proof of concept to show someone
Yeah.
later who can either teach me how to make them better or make them for me.
Perfect. As you're tinkering, when you kind of first have that breakthrough of, oh, this is how I need to do it, it's hollow in the center, I'm going to do it this way, you feel in front of you what almost seems to be the heat of like crackling fire, almost like you're in a forge, working over a forge. You think whatever deity might be watching over you at this point is pleased.
Hell yeah. I'm pleased with myself.
Awesome job. You know?
So slay.
Nadria, you wanted to have a chat to Chiba?
Oh yeah.
Do it, cry.
Nothing specific.
Oh, okay. Here's
Nadria's like watching Dilbert like hit teeth with a hammer. And like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
What the fuck?
Nadria's doing like.
Do you see the cool claws that I made?
Oh yeah, Nadria's doing like the daily conversations with
Yeah,
people
yeah.
just like, oh my god, you never talk to me once. So like Nadria's like, hi, this is me talking to you again.
Like
Yeah.
you do a Lego streak.
Yeah.
Please give me a streak.
The Chiba streak.
Streak.
Keep your streak alive.
Nothing specific. Nadria's just there.
Chiba is very sad.
Don't forget to check in with Chiba.
The owl will come in and
This
kill
is the last chance to keep your
Give
streak.
last 15 minutes left to keep.
Chivoth is your Tamagotchi. You need to
you.
keep that shit
Oh,
alive.
he's a Tamagotchi.
Yarr!
You know what?
He's
Chiba's
a
actually a
sensitive.
Fuzzy.
That's cursed.
That's
No.
horrifying.
Yeah, no.
I would kick it in the face.
Tamagotchi I keep,
Furbies
Furby.
are terrifying. Furbies are like nightmare-inducing
By
sleep
all means,
paralysis to
please
me.
try and kick the triggery god in the face.
Okay.
Oh my god, Ira should try that.
Throw a snowball at Chivo.
Oh my god.
Is there anything else anybody wanted to do, or shall we?
I think I'm just keeping an eye out for danger.
Sure.
I'm
So,
rested.
I
Yeah,
would say
I'm
with your
power napping
roll-
next to Val.
It's probably about an hour and a bit, and then you see what looks like this blue flare in the sky, kind of towards the top of the, like the center of this fishbowl.
It's like a brief discussion with Naudry, how it was just like, I'm sure it's nothing.
Yeah, like I don't want to fight anything.
I look at like the sleeping companions and I'm just like, I don't think I can leave.
Yeah, like I could leave, but like what?
Because
I'm not sleeping. I'm resting my eyes. It's very different.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? Val, did you want to do anything? No?
Alright, start a
I
fire
will-
out of the shrub.
Excellent. You start some fires, and we head back to A9.
Some fires, a
And
fire.
Kimberly then.
Do we use rations or is that?
You do, yeah. Unless you're all hunting, but nobody has said that they are, so rations it is, I believe.
I think we
Do with crafting.
Yeah.
I think
So many.
I think we had Russians for today. So I think it's good.
Yes.
Yeah, we had
Some
heaps
rations,
of rations.
so
We got
many.
some from the dude.
I would like to further inspect this this galaxy cube
Sure.
of
Galaxy
retrieve. Does it look like it's a part of a bigger whole?
Ooh.
Or just-
What did you roll for your investigation? It was quite high, wasn't it?
my Arcana check was
18 or
20,
something.
20
Or
was it 20?
Oh no, yeah.
Oh wait, no, I've got it here. Inside.
Oh yeah, check.
Oh, I might not have rolled it.
It was an 18 to 24. It was one of those.
It was a
numbers.
high. I think it was a high roll.
Was.
Well.
Thank you, Leah.
Let me see if I can find it in my history.
I did.
Ah, I thought she was laughing at something else. Thank you, Holly.
That's okay.
It is not in my history.
Okay.
There
Roll
was an
an
Arcana check that was
investigation check.
Okay.
When she invests on my day.
Until I
Version.
check.
26.
26. As you're studying this cube, you notice that parts of it appear to be chipped slightly. It looks like it's contained, so you don't think it's part of a bigger aspect. It's about this big, so it's a pretty big cube. And it feels heavy as you're holding it. As you look into it, study it more, you feel yourself being pulled in and drawn into it.
Physically or like?
It feels like you're physically being drawn into it.
John gets sucked into a different dimension.
To a different D&D campaign.
I'm gonna pop it into the bag of holding.
Wait,
And, hopefully putting a universe in a universe doesn't cause any crazy
Oh,
problems.
it.
Oh no, am I gonna yeet myself out of
I said
existence?
black hole. I can't
You're
not saying
gonna
shit.
ruin space
I'm
time.
not saying shit.
Is that black hole territory?
Technically.
I might be putting a pocket dimension in a pocket dimension.
So there's two pocket worlds in the pocket dimension.
But only if you put the rules are if you put a bag of holding in a bag of holding or a portable hole in a bag of holding, shit happens, bad shit happens.
Yeah, I know that's.
But
like
I don't know. Well, I don't know. A galaxy cube qualifies, so you could be fine.
It's a galaxy cube.
Metagaming. I don't know shit. I mean, I know shit, but I know.
Maybe I'm gonna instead
Hey,
for the
man.
time being,
Yeah, A9 is very small.
just following up on what Kimberly said before the break.
Yes. What? Yeah.
I mean, any idea is better than none.
Well, it's not exactly my area of expertise, but I think I've heard tale of this in the Kingdom of Battle.
Would you care to elaborate?
I'm afraid I've only ever heard of them referred to as Lunaran, but it's some sort of specific religious artifact. I'm afraid I don't know too much more. It's not really my area of expertise. I apologize.
Can I get spelling for that, please?
Lunaaren.
Right. Well, I think we best get this back to the group because I'm feeling oddly physically drawn to it.
Wow.
Oh yeah. I know.
You're odd.
Oh.
Yearning for this cube.
I'm
I
afraid,
yearn for the cube.
I'm afraid I
bet.
don't know much about them. I've only ever heard of them as some sort of valuable or important religious artifact. Like I said, I spent a bit of time all around the place, and I quite like my tomes, but I've never delved into this particular aspect.
Do you know where we might be able to go to find out more?
I would wager Mendoza.
Nice. Good to know.
It is on the brink of the Kingdom of Acheron and the Prussian Empire. If I remember correctly, this is quite an important artifact. There's not many of them. And if it is what I think it is, then it is perhaps concerning.
Concerning that we've found it here, or concerning that it's appears damaged?
Both, I believe. I would say they are supposed to be of great significance and great power in the Kingdom of Acheron.
Interesting. Well, let's get these back to the group and see if anyone else has any ideas.
Very well. She seems lost in thought and a little bit of she's just kind of trudging onwards. You can see that as she goes, she's wringing out the parts of her robe and her cape that are kind of are drenched.
I mean, it's all water sectors.
Can I tell if she seems annoyed at herself or annoyed at me?
You can roll an insight check.
These dice just plonk.
They don't really roll this sort of flop.
That is an atrocious roll, totaling 7.
That's pretty good. What do you mean?
She's really
That's decent.
4, 5, 6, 7. For real.
Yo.
She is really hard to read. You can just get an aura of her being frustrated.
Again, I'm really sorry.
That's okay.
Hopefully we can warm up by the fire. Hopefully the group has a fire going back at camp.
No, I'm not bothered by that. It is annoying, but it is what it is.
What is?
Do we see a smokestack?
I'd say it takes you probably the same amount of time. If you're moving a little bit quicker, you probably get there in maybe like 20 minutes.
Sure.
Eventually you guys come back to the party. Kimberly is just kind of, she's walking beside you but trails a little bit behind as you head up to the party. Like a couple of steps behind.
Right. Is anyone awake?
Yeah, I'd say your
I'm
first
awake
watch
still.
is awake. This probably happened.
This is
when
only
you
a
stand
short
awake.
rest, so we're all kind of not sleepy.
I don't think it was
I
sleeping
thought
yet.
you were doing a long rest.
No.
Are we doing longer?
Are we doing a
We can
Oh,
do
that's
okay.
up to you guys.
We
Yeah,
can do
we
a long
can-
rest now, yeah.
we can do a long rest.
I
everyone's
would
tired.
love to do a long rest.
But I'm assuming they'd be getting back as I'm finishing my tinkering.
Yeah, it's probably about 4 in the afternoon, 5.
So when I've got another short rest in dinner time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my understanding is that you guys are doing a short
I took
rest,
it.
but
And then
if
a
you're-
long rest after.
Yeah,
perhaps.
you could. Well, you could continue on if you had a short rest.
We
It's
could-
up
Oh,
to
sure,
you.
yeah.
What
We
you'd
could
like
do,
to do.
yeah, we could do
Yeah,
a couple
fuck
more.
it. Let's go short rest then.
Yeah, I've had a short rest.
Do I get a short rest even though I was tinkering?
Yeah,
You have to be
but
doing
we're doing-
nothing
Oh,
essentially
okay.
during that time.
So no.
So no short rest for you.
Look,
I get a space.
from
I don't
Mendoza.
Everyone's from Liverpool.
The rope that can
Oh. Although, if there was someone that knew about Magic Moon Artifact,
Well, I was going to ask.
I wonder who was from Moonplane.
No, it's not a moon cube, it's a galaxy cube. It's different.
As I'm walking into the park, Avalon, did you see my signal?
Oh
Did you
my
hear me
god,
shout?
what happened to you guys?
Yeah, I saw like
Yeah,
an
that's-
arc of blue lightning and I was very confused.
As these two are walking up towards the rest of the party, you guys can see a just sopping wet Kimberly.
Did you guys go for a swim?
She looks still very pale and is kind of like coughing slightly, and you can see A9 seems like his clothes are wet, but
Alright,
seems
medicine
otherwise unaffected.
Can I medicine check Kimberly from the
Sure,
distance?
you can.
Does anyone have a thermal cube to help?
Well, they're
dry them
clutching
off?
one currently.
Do you still have the them? Do you have
I
the
think Kimberly's got the thermal cube,
I'm
right?
not sure. Have you given it to her?
I think I think I
23.
do. If not-
23? What specifically would you like to check?
Hypothermic sickness.
She
Dead.
doesn't seem.
Dead.
She doesn't seem like she's experiencing hypothermia. You can see there are bits of ice that are kind of like clinging to the jaw, that she hasn't brushed away, and you get the sense that whatever they did, Kimberly inhaled a lot of water. But she doesn't look sick. You gather based on her coughing that she is might have ingested a lot of water, maybe was drowning. The pallor of her skin is very like it's got colour to it, so she doesn't look dead, but it's far less than you'd expect. And as a point, you notice that as you move up to the party A9, you can see that the illusion is back over the eye.
Can I please, if I were to just had a stroke, if I were to cast detect magic, would it be visual, like, would people be able to see it?
I think so, yeah.
How
So
many
you
times?
cast the spell.
Yeah.
So,
Did you guys find the middle of whatever?
You look like you drowned.
Oh my god.
I mean,
that's a statement.
What?
Yes.
What?
You might want to lie down for a bit.
is there a
Just
fire going?
Get the water
yeah.
out.
We use something like that.
I don't think it's meant to be in your lungs.
Water? No, not meant to be in your lungs.
You're asking her if she wants to lie down?
Yeah.
No, it's quite alright. She's like, she is standing like away from the party, just kind of looking out into the forest. But as you're speaking to her, she kind of moves her head back. She seems. What's the best way to put this? She seems deep in thought still.
Random question.
Yeah.
Abelard knows how to bring back someone from the dead.
Yeah.
Would Abelard know what someone might look like if they had just, say, been revived from the dead? Random question.
Do you have that after death glow about
I
it?
don't think you ever cast reveal.
No, I've never had
So
to.
probably
It's
not.
died yet.
Yeah, I'd say probably not.
Plus, can you cast? Right, are you thinking that she's revived herself? Can you do that if you're dead?
No.
Or was the drowning water?
Anyways.
I'm even wondering if she can die.
Abelard, I mean, we did almost drown, but, well, I mean, not me, I almost froze to death, but,
What?
What?
Both of you by the fire, sit down,
Get-
warm up,
Yeah,
and dry your clothes.
but we've found something that I think, I mean, the group's wisdom might be valuable.
Did you find a fish or something?
I display this cosmic cube
Yeah,
for the
prophecy.
group.
Is it a prophecy?
Yeah.
You can roll an arcana check.
Religion check, question mark? It's actually the same roll, so it doesn't matter
Well,
that much.
A9 didn't share that it was religious, so
Yeah.
you would just be looking at the magic of it.
Oh, same
Did you-
roll, I'm pretty sure.
So you found that at the bottom of the center of this circle?
14.
It doesn't look prophetic. You can see as you're staring at it, you begin to feel yourself being pulled into it as well.
Can I let myself?
Yeah.
Can you what?
Let
You wanna
myself?
let yourself be pulled into it?
Yeah.
You guys watch as Abelard focuses on this cube, staring deep.
Girl is tired of the
This is a real
stars.
Leroy Jenkins
Abelard,
move.
you
I have a god that literally threatened to fright the dude to death. I'm right.
you're looking looking into this cube, you can see this vast, endless stretch of sky. You feel yourself kind of moving slightly, almost as if in a trance as you stare at this. You focus, and you can feel the pull of this object getting stronger and stronger. Until all you can see in your periphery is this galaxy, this star. You feel something wash over you. It feels cool, calming. It feels as if you're being drawn into this object. And you guys watch as Abelard's face kind of slackens and stares into this.
Can I tell you, you
see-
do see my face like I'm staring into it?
Huh?
I'm still wearing a mask.
Oh yeah, none of you notice this.
Abelard just looking at the cube.
Yeah,
Staring.
Abelard is just goes unresponsive and is just looking at this cube.
So this was at the bottom of what? A pit? A thing?
Buried under 10 odd feet of snow.
Right. I'm guessing that's not what you expected to find.
No. But there were more of them. This isn't the only one. I suspect.
This is such a.
Is it like a so what? It's like a puzzle cube. Like you put them all. Like you put multiple together.
I haven't the slightest idea.
No?
Kimberly suggested that it could be some sort of ancient artifact, and just by looking at it, it does look like it predates all of us.
I'm gonna walk up next to Abelard and put my hand on her shoulder.
Doesn't seem to react to the hand.
Push the cube
away. Shake him.
Sure, Abelard, you feel yourself,
Just
Sinking
just
deeper
a
and
gentle,
deeper.
just like,
and then you feel yourself snapped out of it.
oh, I'm sorry.
And Abelard, you do get something for staring into it.
I never.
I will send it to you for you to use whenever you like.
Oh.
Yo!
Can we all stare into the cube?
Did that happen to you
Don't
when
know.
you saw it?
None of you guys
I
know.
didn't stare at it for long enough.
Yeah, you stare into it. As you guys are having a conversation, Adelaide, you feel as if you've just kind of been left floating in space for a moment. As you look at Ira, who's just like shaking your shoulder.
What's up?
You feel very calm.
You okay?
Yeah, I feel quite calm.
Where did you go?
I want to turn. I just looked at the
Wait,
cube.
should we maybe not all touch the space looking?
Oh, come
thing?
on, it looks so cool though.
Like-
Looking back at the cube now, does it appear visually any different than when I first found it?
No. Well, roll an investigation.
Can I touch it? Can I touch it?
I'm not rolling that dice. The dice is.
I'm like reaching for it up, although I'm pretty sure Abelard's probably holding it higher than I can.
I don't think I touched it. I think I just looked at it.
Oh, sure.
Next time you think it's sent to me.
You have to, so as a point, you have to focus on it for about a minute.
To gain whatever this thing is,
Yeah.
good or
And
bad.
the rest of you won't know what it is. I'm going to text it to Lucky.
Space.
My curiosity as a player wants to touch it,
Dude.
but I know the role play wouldn't fit in because no one's actually gonna let Gilbert touch
Something
the
gave
fucking
up.
cube.
What the fuck?
You have a point of Axon already.
If you
Gilbert.
walk up and I'd be like, angel
I'm
of God,
I'm
Oh yeah, I
kill
do
my
actually have that weird
enemies.
cube
Yeah.
wall
Yeah.
thing.
You and you.
I don't think it's a
No,
point.
the UFO disc. You can have a lot of. I don't know that.
What did you
The
want?
UFO disc.
Oh
With
yeah,
nine?
yeah.
With a 9, it seems to shift itself, so it's kind of constantly moving and in fluctuation. So it could be, it doesn't look like it's been changed fundamentally, but it, as like you would expect the sky to move, it also moves.
Sure.
Lucky's gonna start acting different as a player or something.
Oh yeah, maybe you gained a new personality trait or something. Oh. You are forever
Or
calm.
lost a personality trait.
Or we don't know.
Or is a god now.
Do I?
Vibe.
Nah.
You got a medicine. Healing hands bitch out.
Do I still-
Avalon in.
Do I still feel drawn to this cube?
Well, if you stare at it, you do. You do feel.
Oh, so you did have a similar
Yeah, but I didn't let.
You
my-
haven't focused on it for a minute. You have to focus on it for a minute.
I just don't want to.
So where do we put this thing? Do you reckon it's safe to put it in your bag?
In my hand. I want to look at it.
Dilbert, that is one place this cube is most certainly not going.
Come on.
Do we think it's safe to put it next to a, the tube?
Can
No,
Dilbert see the cube?
Kimberly
from here?
was saying this might be an incredibly precious and powerful artifact. I think it's best that we guard this.
Like,
hold this.
Does anyone else have a bag of holding, or is it just
just say that.
What is it called?
Can Dilbert see the cube from where he's standing?
You can see Phoebe.
Do I?
It's still in Abelard's hands, I believe.
You're holding it.
Okay, sir.
I think so.
I'm looking at the cube from where I am.
What's it?
But I'm kind of still too focused on
What's
holding
the
it
cube called?
rather than looking at it.
I'll relay all the information that Kimberly.
What's the name again?
It's called.
It's called a Lunara. Well, she thinks anyway that it's called.
But I think there might be more of these. Maybe in the morning we can go and investigate the other spots. I
Wait,
mean,
you mean we can all have one? Does that name ring a bell?
I was gonna say.
Roll a history check. Yeah, you can roll a history check.
See, there's some weird story that I've never heard of.
14.
This does not ring a bell to you.
it wouldn't have been something that would have been sort of traded around. Not really.
You've never heard of it being traded.
15.
It's possible you haven't heard of it either.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's possible that if it had been traded, that they wouldn't have declared what it was.
Yeah.
Call it a space cube.
what say we get some rest and investigate further in the morning?
Okay.
Directing a question with Kimberly. Do you know what kind of religious ceremonies it was used for?
I'm afraid not. I've only ever heard it in my time in Mendoza. Spending time in the library, so there was great discussion. She kind of pauses, and she doesn't seem to meet anyone's eyes at the moment. What's your passive insight?
14.
She seems fidgety. I have only heard of it in Mendoza, and I must admit that I was preoccupied with other things, but it seemed to be a great concern for the Lunaire there.
For the what? Sorry.
The Lunaire.
Is that Oscar? Oscar?
Yes.
So now we gotta take 2 points of Axon and a space cube to Mendoza. We're just collecting all the weird and wacky shit.
Like I said, I don't. From what I've heard, it's a quite important artifact. I suppose it is up to you whether or not you hand it over to authorities of the Grimoire region.
That's a terrible idea.
Yeah, maybe not the Legion.
Seem rid of the corruption.
We hate the Legion. Do you hate the Legion?
You're asking it point blank?
Yeah.
I have my own opinion about the Legion.
Hate's a strong word.
Yeah, that's
I find myself dealing with them sparingly of my choice.
Yeah, Zola seemed alright.
That's the right answer.
I only ever deal with some of them.
Do you know, do you know Zola?
The name rings a bell, I believe. She
Oh, that's right,
have
Sealand's the dipshit.
Yeah.
certain meetings with the Lunar.
She's the only.
Are you in contact with her?
Occasionally.
Laurent said that apparently the Lunaire is quite good.
Well, I have spoken to the Lunar several times. They're the one that was interested in the kobold situation.
Apparently he's quite eccentric.
You could say so.
John, what are you doing? Wake up.
Your what do you?
Are we?
Are we
Yeah,
gonna
any
keep
more
going for a little bit?
questions, or-
Oh yeah, are we walking? Or we?
It's only like, as you said, like around 4 in the afternoon. You can probably go for another
No, set up a camp now.
No,
I
we
guess
may
it's
as well- we may as well just
True, we might as
slap.
well. Yeah.
Slap it.
Early night.
Fuck
Early night.
yeah.
While this is going on, I'd like to. Is there any wood around? Any timber?
There's trees.
I'm gonna cut down a tree for you.
Can I fell a tree with woodcarver's tools? Probably not, right?
No.
Are there any?
You're taking a very long time.
Are there any trees that have
Fallen?
toppled or?
You could investigate for some.
Okay, I think I have a +7. I'm actually gonna.
You can roll survival or investigate.
I'm doing investigation. 12.
I went to find
12. It takes you a little bit, but yeah, you do manage to find some trees that have toppled, but they mostly seem to be rotten.
Okay. Well, then I will do that.
Alright. You guys are all taking a long rest.
You're
Yeah, so yeah,
Wow.
let's do it.
I think that is a pretty good place for us to end our session for this evening.
So I wanna touch.
I gotta find out what my thing do.
My intrusive thought says I wanna try and attack the cube. Yeah, I wanna swing my sword at it, but that's something.
Dilbert
that's
is
something
this
me
close
listening
to getting it during his watch.
I
and
was gonna
just
say
looking at
you were
it.
just gonna like
Me
You're-
and
you're-
me and you take watch together and look at the. It's like, bro, let's look at the cube.
You're gonna pull. We're gonna pull a Pippin. We're gonna be pulling like the Lantier. It's just like.
Do you guys have fun?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a baller session.
Well,
Genuine.
I apologize for the slightly shorter.
Slapper.
My brain.
Alright.
The slightly shorter second session. It's getting pretty late here. We started a little bit late, but you know, birthday celebrations are important. So we hope you guys had fun watching. If you'd like to check out more of our stuff, please go and check out the links down below. We have all of our archive videos over on YouTube for my campaign, Rift Between Worlds in Cathora. We also have Loki's campaign in Planthera, A Blissful Oblivion. We also have Xander's campaign split into 2 arcs in the world of R1, so you can go and check that out. And Connor has just started DMing every second Wednesday, alternating with Xander.
Wild Beyond the Witchlight,
Wild
baby.
Beyond the
Come and
Witchlight,
check it
yeah.
out for some carnival shenanigans and some
Yeah.
weird fae fuckery.
Yeah, exactly. So if that interests you, please do check that out. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us. We greatly appreciate it. We also have our Instagram and TikTok down below too. Also linked to the Discord if you'd like to chat with us. Much love to you. It is always a pleasure whenever a shorter DM for you. And we will see you guys next week. Goodbye for now.